Hey there, and welcome back. Yesterday, we took a look inside the dark, twisted mind of Mr. Tickle, and today we decided, and the author Roger Hargreaves, decided to lighten it up a bit with Mr. Greedy, as you can see him right there in all his glory. Now, Mr. Greedy is a fun-looking character. He's a jolly guy. He looks like he enjoys life, and he might just be leading your children down a path of Satan worship. Yeah, that's right. You heard me correctly. Mr. Greedy, and by extension Roger Hargreaves, is a dirty Satan-worshipping heathen. Okay, now this isn't right on the table, as it is with Mr. Tickle. You have to look a little farther under the surface. And, so we'll do that today. I'll take you through it. Now, a lot of this book is filler, so we'll skip the first couple pages as we begin the novel. Are just setting up Mr. Greedy's gluttony. Gluttony, you know. Keep that in the back of your heads, kids. So now, he discovers a cave. And this cave represents religion, more so Christianity, and more so Catholicism. And so he doesn't remember seeing it there before. Of course he doesn't. He's been a sinner all his life, but now he sees the opportunity for a better life. Now, he sees these giant stairs, and if these giant stairs don't represent heaven, I'm not sure what is. So he climbs up them, and he gets to heaven, and now he sees the biggest room in the world, which is what heaven could be referred to as. And now the floor's as big as a field. He smells the most delicious thing he's ever smelled. He gets to this giant plate of food, and he begins to dig in. Now, here's where Mr. Greedy fails. Mr. Greedy, this was a test. Any true Christian would not have eaten the food and would have attempted to be one with God, to respect his wishes and not eat his food. But he does. And so the giant, God is portrayed in this book as vengeful, evil, and massive. And he just takes Mr. Greedy and he forces him to eat all this food, just to devour it one by one until he is fat and miserable and it is ready to pop, much like a deer tick. And then after this horrible punishment, God kicks him on out. Mr. Greedy is thrown down the stairs. And so, of course, when God forsakes you, who are you going to turn to but the devil? And now he tries to become thin. He Look at him. He's really trying, this poor guy. And God, as he's portrayed, he's not portrayed as loving and forgiving. He's portrayed as hateful, spiteful, and selfish. And so Mr. Greedy gets thin, and he should be allowed into heaven, theoretically, or at least allowed a second chance. But no, this isn't what happens. God is not there for him. God is dead. And so, what other path can you turn to but Satan? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what Roger Hargreaves is advocating for in this children's book. And before we part today, I'll just leave you with the final words. Beware of giants. Beware of God. God is not something good in the slightest. You need to fear him. You need to stay out of his way, and you can't even mess with him. You have to go straight to Satan himself. And that'll do it for our analysis of Mr. Greedy, the second in our daily series of Mr.Men analyses. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and tune in tomorrow, where we take a trip in the mind of Mr. Happy. Thanks for watching.